So we're here in the JAS-39 Gripen, just admiring the hardware next to the ejector seat, and the eyes painted on the canards there. They're awesome. So we're out at Dubbo, and Dubbo is also colloquial Australian for someone who's a bit slow like me, I guess. Right, so let's get my head in the game. I want to lower the seat a bit. That's better. Right, so it's a pretty easy flight. Let's get it on the road. Toe brakes on, toe brakes off, burners engaged. 90, 100 knots, 120, going to start to pull back, and it'll pull back harder than that. Wow. Okay, lesson learned there, pull back harder. Gear up. Yep. Wow, it's easy to get behind this aircraft. Whew. That was so fast. Like a rocket. Righto. So let's circle back over the airport and get my composure back together. Regather my composure, I think that's the correct term. So first leg is to the west. We're also going to fly over Gilgandra, which we took off from in a previous flight. So there's the airport. It's about 8:30 in the morning. 250 knots, looks good. Everything feels nice. Nice. And we want to turn to the west. So first waypoint is 18 miles, it's Narromine Airport, which I believe I flew into back in the day, or co-piloted, if you like, untrained co-pilot in a Cessna 172. So we flew all around this northwest New South Wales area over a period of a week. That was an awesome trip. Nice. Fix up my GoPro jitters there. Righto. So we're a bit north of track, let's fix that. And we'll check out the external views with this very exciting paint job. Nice. Let's pan that camera around a bit because we can. Wow, he's looking at you, babe. It's awesome. Pan that one in. Fantastic. Going back onto track. Now, did I fix the... Okay, I did have cameras under the fuselage before, but I've moved them. Okay. Getting back onto track. As you can see, we're approaching the magenta line. Let's speed up a bit. And the flaps, yep, they've done their automatic retraction thing. In fact, now that I've watched a few more videos on it, I notice all the control surfaces are modelled in the centre here. Let's put the speed brake out. Yep, there it is coming up on top of the fuselage. On the left there. Retract. Now we've got N1, N2. Fantastic. Gear is up. Outside temperature is 11. I'm actually going to put the pitot heat on and the anti-ice on just in case. So it does get cold out here. Right, all that talking and no flying. South of track again. At 300 knots, should be nice. So this is my first revisit of this route since since I planned and created the flight plan quite a while ago. There we go, right back on track. So we're looking for Narromine Airport. Let's go to the left wingtip again. I might adjust that up a little bit. Pretty amazing cameras these. Also going to bring it forward. It's a fully robotic camera system there. That's better. Right, now we should see the airport. That'd be Narromine, which is quite a large centre in this part of New South Wales. And there's the airport just coming into view across the river there. Awesome. We'll definitely go down and buzz the tower, and then we're heading off to the northeast. Show off the new paint scheme. Got to do that. Okay. Let's just, right over the golf course. 300 odd knots. Crank it up a bit. Give it a taste of afterburner. Hi guys. Excellent. And we're pretty much on the next track. Which is 16 miles to Trangie. Now it's flat as a billiard table out here. Let's take the opportunity to do a bit of a climb. Yeah, let's do it. That's nice. That's a pretty extreme climb. Out of burner. And we're up at 10,000 feet just like that. It's just amazing. Also pulled 6 Gs, which explains why I'm feeling a bit crook. So this highway takes us all the way to where we're going. Once again, I'll go back to the wingtip cam and we'll make our way back down. Nice. Trangie. Ah yes, and then once we get to Trangie, we're going to turn back to the east, and there's a large cotton gin. I can see it from here, I think, the white patch about 130. Well, that could be a cloud, but it's in that general area. And this would be, let's slow up because this would be Trangie coming up right now. Get ready for our right hand turn. On the Trangie Collie Road. It's going to be on the left hand side, so let's get back inside. Trangie. Let's do a 90-degree turn. Use the road. Yep, let's keep going northeast. We should see this cotton gin coming up on the left. I think that's it. That white patch just next to the hut. Yep, that's got to be it. So it's a cotton processing plant. And no, I don't believe that's it. Okay, that's alright. At least we're going in the right direction. It's part of the hide and seek fun that VFR flying can be. I reckon that's it on the right. I'm going to check my briefing notes. Yes, it is. It's a huge processing plant. So you've got the white areas and then the warm areas. Very distinctive. Let's get a picture of that. Camera. I just wonder why that's camera. Just do it the manual way. It's because I've got my mic button in a very... I've got the cotton bales down there. Mic button in a very awkward position at the moment. It's at the front of my throttle, which I'm not using in this single engine fighter. It's just not laying readily to hand. So I might consider actually relocating that to another button that's always available. It's a task for the next flight. Part of the fun of doing home cockpit stuff is kind of doing your own test piloting and engineering, tweaking the ergonomics all the time, and I really enjoy that. Right, next stop is Collie. Yes, it's about 19 miles long, so we can fang it, as we say down here, in our Holden Monaros. Down to about 150 feet there, which is very flat. Big cotton field there. Now I only got about 80% thrust. And we're getting along at a good clip. Let's check our cameras again. Nice. Yep, typical fly-by-wire. When you stop moving the stick, it stops. It's nice and predictable. Righto, let's back off. Climb. I can see Collie now just entering the hut. I think I can. No, it was a looks like a feedlot of some sort. Here it is. Turning right, so I'm going to bank left so we can get a nice view. Pretty small town. So that's Collie, and now we're going to follow the Warren Road back to the east. Should probably zoom that map out for this. Yeah, wow, it's not very tight. There we go. 10, let's go 20, 15, 20, more. Okay, now we can see where we're going. Once again, it's quite a way, so I'll crank it up. And try out the GoPro. So now we're headed for Gilgandra, which we were at previously. It's on a river, means the long water hole. Very cool. Waypoint 5 Gilgandra, and then Umungari is waypoint 6. So waypoint 5, 6, 7 is just a straight line. nice and easy. Very cool. Gilgandra coming up as we approach the river. It's going to be pretty much dead ahead. I'll come slightly north of it, so we can turn over it as we head south. Here it is, and the airport should be here somewhere too. There it is, flying right over it. That's cool. Gilgandra Airport. And Gilgandra. And we're going to follow the Newell Highway. N.E.W. There's the airport. There's the playing field or the racetrack. And down the Newell Highway. I remember this from the previous flight. We flew up here at the end of it, back to Gilgandra, and it's this. Yeah, we flew over the forest to the east. It's a great tree-lined highway. It's one of the most fun ones I found yet to follow. Let's go to external view, and Umungari was also a waypoint in the last flight as well. So I did try to overlap at least one point on these flights where feasible. That's a great shot. I mean, these trees look so nice. Down to about 260 feet radar altitude. Quite bumpy down here, as you can see the canards adjusting for us on the right. Down to about 150 feet there. 300 knots. Highway's moving to the east. It'll come back to the west, and then we'll be at Umungari. It just looks spectacular. Lots of traffic today too. Just pan that camera slightly right. There we go. Coming down the highway. Chasing our own shadow. A couple of miles out from Umungari. That was it, yes. So let's see if I can pan that camera right back. Yep, there's Umungari. Cool. Righto, let's hop back in the cockpit. And 16 miles further along the highway to land at Dubbo. Check our fuel state. Looks alright to me. I guess it's in gallons. Let's crank her up. Wow, it's got a great sound to it. Now I've just realised I've been flying around with the subwoofer and external speakers playing the engine sounds, which is very absorbing, but let's hope it also still records them. I think it will. It should do. Right, so here's Gilgandra coming. Oh, sorry, Dubbo. And there's the airport. So I can see it there. Right there. Very cool. So let's just have a quick look at Dubbo. You've got these 3-4 ponds next to the river. Probably a good turning point if we're landing in that direction. But as I recall, I think we're landing back to the north. Right, let's get down there. Speed brake in, trim is neutral, flaps I haven't touched. Let's go to upwind. Sorry, downwind. Looks great. Yep, I reckon those 3 ponds are a very conservative place to turn for final. I'll just go to the right of them to get more separation. Over the racetrack. Right, let's turn to final. Throttle's right back. Going to use G to bleed off speed in the turn. Just enough. Gear down. I like the sound of those servos pushing the gear down. Right, I'm going to tap the speed brake. Three greens. Alpha looks okay. I'm going to put the speed brake in. And walk the throttle up. Descending pretty fast. Throttle back. Bit bumpy there. Watch the rate of descent. And watch so we don't run out of runway. I'm going to flare. That's pretty acceptable. Thrust reverser. There we go. Oh, that's excellent. Back off on the throttle. Cancel the thrust reverser. And we could probably turn off to the right. Yeah, it's got an excellent turning circle. Seeing how it's designed to operate off roads, etc. I guess that's part of the design specs. So I've turned the nose wheel steering on, which is a legacy control from the F-18 Super Hornet. And just as in that, I've noticed that you can't toggle it on and off. So once you've selected it, it stays on. Just FYI, or FMI for my information. Come on mate, don't, okay, geez, that's a bit rude. Come on. Seriously. Nice big airport. So note to self, move the transmit button to the left throttle, because when I'm flying a single engine I push the right throttle down so it's out of the way. I think I'll park over here. Just watch out for this cowboy. Thinks he's driving an old Monaro. That's a problem. It's great to see so many aircraft here. Shock Cub, I've got that in my inventory. What a great aircraft. Oh, in fact, that's mine. It's got my livery on it. Fantastic. And what else we've got? Various and sundry prop aircraft. It's all happening here today. Very cool. Right, let's park. And I think we're pretty close to the target here. Boom. Wheel brake on. Waggle the eyes, and that was a great flight at Dubbo.